A single death is a tragedy, a million deaths is a statistic. Those who vote decide nothing. Those who count the vote decide everything. Education is a weapon, whose effect depends on who holds it in his hands and at whom it is aimed. This creature softened my heart of stone. She died, and with her died my last warm feelings for humanity. It is not heroes that make history, but history that makes heroes. Death is the solution to all problems. No man, no problem. History has shown there are no invincible armies. I believe in only one thing, the power of human will. When there's a person, there's a problem. When there's no person, there's no problem. Quantity has a quality all its own. It is difficult for me to imagine what personal liberty is enjoyed by an unemployed person, who goes about hungry, and cannot find employment. Real liberty can exist only where exploitation has been abolished, where there is no oppression of some by others, where there is no unemployment and poverty. Where a man is not haunted by the fear of being tomorrow deprived of work, of home and of bread. Only in such a society is real, and not paper, personal and every other liberty possible. Music's a good thing, it calms the beast in the man. People who cast the votes decide nothing. The people who count the votes decide everything. You cannot make a revolution with silk gloves. Gratitude is an illness suffered by dogs. In the Soviet Union, it takes more courage to retreat than advance. Take some exercise, try to recover the look of a human being. The only real power comes out of a long rifle. It doesn't matter how many people vote, only who counts them. In the Soviet army it takes more courage to retreat than advance. When the Bolsheviks came to power they were soft and easy with their enemies. We had begun by making a mistake. Leniency towards such a power was a crime against the working classes. That soon became apparent. If Stalin was such a bad guy, why do all these people have to resort to attributing to him almost entirely quotes he didn't make, or manipulate his actual quotes just enough to make them seem evil? Advance towards socialism cannot but cause the exploiting elements to resist the advance, and the resistance of the exploiters cannot but lead to the inevitable sharpening of the class struggle. Advance towards socialism cannot but cause the exploiting elements to resist the advance, and the resistance of the exploiters cannot but lead to the inevitable sharpening of the class struggle. Undoubtedly, our path is not of the easiest, but, just as undoubtedly, we are not to be frightened by difficulties. Paraphrasing from the well-known words of Luther, Russia might say, "Here I stand on the frontier between the old, capitalist world, and the new, socialist world. Here on this frontier I unite the efforts of the proletarians of the West and of the peasantry of the East in order to shatter the old world. May the God of history be my aid."